Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Lloyd's ASMR, and I'd like to welcome you to this experimental video that, depending on viewers like you, could lead into a series. A series where I will review things, movies, food, products, etc. in an ASMR format. So, with that said, if you like this video and you'd like to see more, be sure to comment, subscribe, and press the like button. Now, for tonight's review, I was hoping to be able to get this movie review out by or on Halloween, but unfortunately it did not work out that way. But good news is this movie is still worth the watch. Let's read the summary. Nat Harris, played by Martin L. Washington Jr., recently sober, is about to rethink the position, as without the booze he begins to see all of the harrowing hallucinations that has plagued him for years. Along with that, Nat's boyfriend, Adam, has got the full-blown cancer and is positive he's going to buy the farm despite Nat's protestations. Jean Alexander, played by Shannon Conley, who owns the Hippy Dippy vegan restaurant where Nat works. Speaking of old Joan Jean, she believes our hero has spiritual gifts and should learn the occult juju, which is taught by old Mystic Pete, who's played by Joe Rooney. Long story short, Nat hits the sauce, decides to take Jean up on her offer, and goes full-on seizure mode in Jean's basement altar, which is as creepy as it sounds. Soon, Nat and Jean press on, and with Pete's help, travel the road of suburban basement magic that results in a drug-fueled world of surreal insanity. But will Nat have the spiritual fortitude to survive the journey to heal his liver. Well, old Wretch is one heck of a strange piece of whacked out cinema. Let me tell you, boils and ghouls. With its reliance on metaphysical practices, stoner rituals, and violent physical reactions, this piece is a welcome diversion from the fun witchcraft found in most Hollywood fare. This is earthy, nasty, physical ceremony. And it seems all the more believable because of its corporeal presentation. The fantastic maid grounded. A core concept of the film that makes it stand head and shoulders above the pack in the let's use magic to solve our problems horror subgenre that's usually popularized by flicks like The Craft, for instance. This, of course, results in a great deal of gravitas that takes a lot of the fantasy fun away from the proceedings. But that is what makes Wretch so refreshing. It presents the fantastic as real. So anything that happens to Nat due to his dabbling in the arcane, that much more impactful. Adding to the positives is a great small town horror vibe that truly resonates with yours cruelly. A bad boy that grew up in a small mountain town where superstition and adherence to the old ways, if you have that bit of biz in your background, this piece will resonate all the more true. On the more traditional front, the strong lead performances from Washington Jr., Conley, and Rooney are absolutely remarkable. And the visual eye of first-time feature director Matthew Donahue, who also wrote the film, is rock solid. To sum up, Wretch is a disturbing yet fascinating deep dive into basement magic and all of the consequences of practicing said dark arts, while still being an engaging character piece. I have watched this film, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. The direction that the film took was amazing. It not only has the horror, but it also builds up the characters as well as suspense. Speaking of the characters stories are well written. The acting from each character is not only amazing, but it's also believable. You can almost feel the connection with these characters as if you've met them in real life. The suspense is fantastic. Quite a bit of unexpected bits and pieces of horror. Very graphic as well. For an indie movie or a B movie, the director and writer did a fantastic job on this movie. The director should get all this support that he can. So, bravo to the director for making this movie. This is a perfect example of a horror that's not over-exaggerated, like some of the movies we see in Hollywood. You get movies that just have too much horror, where it's just overdone and it just becomes, tedious. Or with this movie, it actually builds up on the characters and it makes you want to know more about the characters. And once you do find out what's going on with the characters and what they're about, that's when all insanity breaks loose. So, with that said, the director, as well as the characters, amazing job. Out of, from 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, I will give this movie a 3. It's a really good horror movie. And I suggest that all of you who are into the horror genre to take a look at the trailer and show your support. I will leave a link to the trailer in the description box below. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the trailer to the movie and show your support to the director and the actors as well. And if you'd like to see more of this experimental series, please let me know in the comment section below. as well as pressing the like button. This is Lloyd's ASMR, signing off. Good night.